Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Tonight on the Channel 2 News. In 2023, 22 people were diagnosed with oral cancer. The Senate holds a public hearing on a new betel nut tax. Also tonight, the Marianas Visitors Authority is going in a new direction for the Japan market. A new casino in Tinian is dealing daily. We take a look inside the operation. And Japan's Consul General hosts a birthday event for the Emperor of Japan. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
When ordering the best Big Mac ever made in all of Big Mac history, with more special sauce in every bite, expect some unexpected company. He does this all the time.
Introducing the bigger and better Double Big Mac, a taste sensation with 4 beef patties, Big Mac sauce, and the works. Hurry before the Hamburglar steals it away. Robble, robble, for a limited time, only at McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Commonwealth Cancer Association expresses strong support for a measure that would increase tax on betel nut and lime. The Senate Committee on Fiscal Affairs held a public hearing on Thursday for 5 tax bills. House Bill 23-41, which is to increase excise tax for betel nut and lime, got most of the attention. CCA's Vivica Rose Kostru works closely with oral cancer survivors and told senators that though many survivors support the bill, showing up to speak is a challenge.
When I was making calls to garner the support, the answers that I was getting were along the lines of, thank you. We want to speak, but, I don't want to go out in public because oral cancer is incredibly disfiguring. It impacts your face, and your face is so tied to your sense of identity and your sense of belonging in a community.
Kostru says this bill has a strong impact in so many ways.
I suppose it could be a painful burden, it could be a painful nudge, but this deterrent will stop younger people from chewing. I think that this is one of the best things that we could possibly do for our community as a whole, because the rates of oral cancer are rising. The rates of death among the working age population, people in their 30s, in their 40s, when they're supposed to be having kids, when they're supposed to be experiencing life, being productive members of our community, they have to focus on surviving.
Students and members of the Youth Council also spoke before the committee in support of the bill's passage. If signed into law, the tax money is estimated to amount to $1.2 million a year. 10% will be allocated to CCA. Attorney Robert Torres says It's not enough, but it will help in public education for prevention and awareness.
If we search in the persons we've lost in our own background, how many have we lost to oral cancer? It could have been prevented. We know we've lost young men on Tinian at 32 years old due to oral cancer. We know that, and we're losing some more. We shouldn't.
According to the Cancer Association, in 2023, 22 people were diagnosed with oral cancer. 2 have passed away. This year alone, 4 have been newly diagnosed. Businessman Crispin Sablon opposed the legislation, stating that raising the excise tax on betel nut may encourage other business owners to stop, which will have a trickle effect on the economy.
This law will discourage me and others to possibly stop and continue to pay, and not to continue to pay these high costs of the commodity that we bring to our island consumers. The high cost of overhead expenses we pay on freight and airfare, sometimes we fly in with these things, as a businessman, are already major challenges we have to cope in order to bring in the betel nuts from Micronesia, Yap, Ponape, blah, blah, blah. This bill will negatively affect our business, my business, to current economy, because it's not good. That is to say, people are having a lot of problems. We have little money going around.
Sablon added that consumers will also suffer at the high price of buying betel nut, and that the community should save the culture of chewing.
The board of the Marianas Visitors Authority headed to Tinian yesterday for a regular board meeting in San Jose Village. Departure from Saipan out of the temporary commuter terminal. Wheels up just past 8 a.m. for the trip over the Tinian Channel with a soft landing on Tinian. The board tries to meet at least once a year in Rhoda and in Tinian. The meeting serves a dual purpose of meeting on location and also tour site inspection. Preparations underway this week for the Pika Festival, one of the Mariana Visitors Authority's signature events. Pika starts on Friday night and continues through the weekend. It will be a celebration of hotness. The board meeting started off with discussion about the Japan market. Air service currently links Saipan and Japan 3 days per week. Gloria Kavanaugh.
Everyone knows that we've been doing the United since more than a year and a half ago. And so right now we have a contract that is running through August of this year. And at the same time, we're kind of changing our way of marketing in Japan. We had a company since 2016, and we felt that maybe we needed to try a new direction. And so this is only a temporary until we can actually get an RFP out, which should come out by the end of this month.
MVA has cut ties with Access, the company that has represented the Marianas in Japan for the last 7 years, and as of this week has new, at least temporary representation in Japan. 2 companies will represent the MVA with marketing and in-country services.
So the 2 companies are Ultra Super New, which deals mostly with like our advertisement and our marketing. We're actually very excited about it. They seem very youthful, very much in tune with what this generation of Japanese actually want and are attracted to. They just put together a small presentation for the board meeting today without even being here, but they did do their studying online. They actually reached out to a photographer here and was able to get a lot of pictures and stuff, but we like where they're actually going with it.
The other company is Our Project.
They're going to be more of the representative office for us. They also are very have a lot of exposure and a lot of different clients, international clients. So we're really happy that we're moving in this direction. Hopefully, it won't take much time, and hopefully, it works out so that possibly they might want to answer the RFP also. So it's a positive positive move forward.
Marvin De Leon Guerrero is a new MVA board member. He works at Bank Pacific and brings some financial insight to the board.
We got to go around the island, visit some of the sites. We visited the Suicide Cliff and other tourist sites. One thing I noticed, and it was really amazing, is seeing the signs out at the beach, the Pika Festival sign, and then the Tinian sign. So that's really eye-catching, and to me, it really it promotes tourism in our island. So. And exciting weekend for the people of Tinian, the community. It's a Pika Festival. We're encouraging and hoping the community can come out and have fun and enjoy.
Pika Festival kicks off on Friday night. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
The CNMI sees its third gas price increase this year. On Thursday, Mobil Oil Marianas and Shell raised its fuel prices by 10 cents. 1 gallon of regular gas is now $5.56. The cost of Supreme Fuel increased as well to $6.01. The Commonwealth Utilities Corporation announces that the fuel adjustment charge for the month of February remains the same. According to CUC, the current FAC rate is 0.24 cents per kilowatt. Although there has been a significant increase in the average fuel oil prices, the increase did not equal or exceed a 4.5 differential of the average per gallon cost of fuel.
MVA visits the newly opened Tinian Diamond Casino. Casino is currently open daily in the evenings. There are table games and slot machines.
It's been good since we opened up. We've had a steady flow of customers coming in to play, mostly local at the time. We are looking to receive a lot more during the upcoming Pika Fest weekend, which is this Friday. And we'll see where it goes from there.
You have a hotel that is part of the casino as well that we can see. It's under construction, or is it open?
No, it is open. So we do have 2 separate units at separate locations.
Anyone flying over from Guam or from Saipan to play?
Yes, we are getting off-island players. Mostly the Asian market at the moment is what we're seeing a lot of traction with.
There's also a VIP area on one end of the building, as well as space for food and drinks on the other end. A location here, you're right on the water. I noticed there's some stuff rusting already outside, like it's a challenging environment. What's it like to be right next to the water?
It's a love-hate relationship, of course, because all of your metal hardware will be rusting. That's inevitable. We live on an island, but the takeaway here is the great view and the breeze, which just does not have an off switch.
Locals playing table games or slots? How does it? What's it look like? We're here. There's nobody here.
Yeah.
Because you're closed.
Yeah, we're here. Right.
But what's it look like at 8 o'clock at night?
8 o'clock at night. What I have seen, what I've observed with the demographic is most of the locals will flock to machine games. So all of the slot machines would be filled with locals, whereas tourists or folks from off-island would typically come and play at the tables.
Michael Machio, who previously worked for Imperial Pacific as well as properties in Atlantic City and Macau, is the casino operations manager. He says they are trying to recruit and train local dealers. The company is also looking for a local vendor to operate the restaurant space. Upstairs, there is a private suite built for VIPs, which is not being used yet, but is ready to go. What days are you open and what times?
We're open daily from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. And on holidays, we open earlier from noon to 1 a.m.
Okay, and then I noticed we're in the bar or restaurant. There are drinks here at night. Are you allowed to serve alcohol? What?
We are looking at getting a vendor to come in and occupy this property. The intention is to have drinks, international cuisine, and alcohol as well.
Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
One of the best addresses in Saipan has office space available now, right in the heart of things. The Marianas Business Plaza offers reasonable rates and can help build to suit your needs. You'll love the central location, just 15 minutes from the airport and 10 minutes from Garapan. Ample and covered parking keeps your vehicle close and protected. 2 restaurants for easy access, lunch, dinner and business meetings. Building security and 24-hour access to your office. Backup generators, so you can run your business in all weather. And 3 elevators mean easy and convenient access. It's the address in Saipan, the Marianas Business Plaza.
The U.S. Government Accountability Office has released its latest study on employed workers in the Commonwealth, indicating an increase of U.S. workers and a decrease of foreign workers between 2018 and 2022. However, the data also shows a relatively high share of workers with unknown visa types. Labor Chief Layla Staffler tells us the data is collected from tax forms, which sometimes isn't always submitted correctly.
I'm sorry, I can't remember the exact box, but it's one of the boxes that employers include the visa status of an employee. And what we were finding in previous years was that data had not really been inputted correctly. Sometimes people were putting in the wrong visa status or maybe a different general visa versus the specific visa. And that really does change the data, and that's part of what contributed to the unknowns that they were talking about in the report.
The government is required to report the ratio of U.S. to foreign workers each year due to the Northern Marianas Islands U.S. Workforce Act of 2018. And to get more accurate data, the Labor Department conducted a public outreach for employers last year.
We held our event at the Multipurpose Center in October for employers to have a compliance outreach. That was the title of it. Prior to that outreach, there had only been one other education opportunity before the pandemic. And then during the pandemic, there wasn't really a lot of outreach about this topic. So that contributed to the data that was not really, exactly right. But because we saw that issue, we did our efforts to try and increase the accuracy.
The GAO recognizes the NMI's effort in taking steps to communicate the analytical approach used to create the annual worker ratio report.
The difference with this year's report was that in prior years, there wasn't an established standard operating procedure. So it wasn't written down, how do we do it? And by writing it down and really laying out our methodology, it has increase the transparency of this report and increase the data quality of this report. With the help of the technical assistance of the GAO, we were able to improve this report for this year. And so although the title might give a misleading connotation, it actually is a really, really good report on the efforts of the Department of Labor in collaboration with other agencies in the CNMI government to improve the data quality and transparency in how we do this report.
Staffler says the study highlights the struggle of the economy despite having an increased number of U.S. workers.
It shows that we do need more workforce in the CNMI, and in order to entice more U.S. workers, we will have to be creative in getting people to come out here. Or what we are trying to do in the Department of Labor is provide access to programs so that our local workers can be more skilled to fill some of the gaps that are in these areas. Having more skilled workers on island will help businesses across. And so we want to help businesses, get people skilled for their labor needs.
The Labor Department collaborates with Finance's Revenue and Tax Division in collecting data and producing the report. The Commonwealth Ports Authority launched its police academy on Wednesday with a significant first for the agency. CPA signed a memorandum of agreement with the Northern Marianas College, which will offer college courses to its cadets. Cadets will have the chance to earn 40 college credits. Once cadets complete the academy course classes, their college credits can be used in attaining a degree in the field of criminal justice. Police Chief Juan de la Cruz told his cadets this MOA raises the bar for the academy and is beneficial to each one.
You guys gotta go for the gusto and really establish your goals. This is all about you. This is not for me. This is not for the training team. This is all about what the tools are being provided by NMC to give you this standardized law enforcement courses. So I wish you the best of luck.
The MOA was signed by CPA Board Chairman Joe Azuzu, Executive Director Leo Tadella, and NMC President Dr. Galvin Delon Guerrero. CPA now joins the Department of Public Safety, Fire and Emergency Medical Services, Corrections, and the Customs and Biosecurity in collaborating with the college.
NMC is here to serve the community by making sure the workforce has the skills and the training it needs to get the job done. Especially when it's specialized skills and fields like yours, it takes a lot of focus. Like director and chairman said, and chief said, stick with it. It's gonna get hard, but nothing's harder than your determination.
CPA currently has 11 cadets enrolled in the academy.
Last night at the Grand Rio Hotel in Garapan, many in the Saipan community gathered to honor the birthday of the Emperor of Japan. Naruhito is the 126th monarch, according to Japan's traditional order of succession. He was born in Tokyo during the reign of his grandfather, Hirohito, as the eldest child of Crown Prince Akihito and Crown Prince Michiko. Local Consul General Ryoji Takagaki hosted the event. Hirohito died in 1989, at which point Akihito became emperor and Naruhito became the heir apparent. Akihito visited Saipan in 2005 with stops at Banzai Cliff, the Japanese Peace Memorial, and Suicide Cliff. Naruhito became emperor in 2019 when Akihito stepped down. Emperor's birthday is February the 23rd, which is now an annual public holiday in Japan. About 30,000 people will gather to mark the occasion next Friday. Governor Palacio spoke at last night's ceremony.
We're trying to reflect on our long relationships as a people and hope for a more vibrant and enduring bonds between Japan and the city.
There are just 2 days that Japanese citizens are allowed to enter the inner grounds of the Imperial Palace, January 2nd and next Friday, February the 23rd. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Hi, I'm Dre, one of the personal trainers here at Goat's Gym, and today we're going to show you a Bulgarian split squat, a fantastic lower body exercise that should be a main staple in your training. Now the first thing we want to address is the rear foot placement. Now whether it's toes on or toes off, just find what's comfortable for you. The bigger issue we want to tackle is the height of the box or bench. You see, when you set up on a box or a bench that's too high, that inherently puts an aggressive stretch on the front of your hip Oftentimes, that sensation will take away from the working leg, the leg that's on the floor. And when you start to add load in this faulty position, you're bound to run into some problems, particularly if you got some mobility restrictions. So Jamila's gonna set up. She's gonna descend with control, and from there, just stand tall.
Location, location, location. Office space on Capitol Hill available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park. With natural light and ocean views, it's the perfect place for creative professionals. So upgrade your life and your working environment. Schedule an exclusive showing now. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Buenas sports fans.
The upcoming CPEN Marathon has 5 different competitions, including one that doesn't require fast runners, rather weird runners. It's called the 2024 Wacky Awards, which will offer prizes for best costume, best body paint, shortest shorts, most awesome shoes, ugliest shoes, and crazy hair. Participants will have the chance to win sporting good gift certificates. Marianas Visitors Authority Chris Concepcion says the Wacky Awards are all in the spirit of fun and encourages participants to bring your creativity and your crazy. The CPEN Marathon is set for March 9 at the American Memorial Park. Registration is open at www.raceroster.com. Prices do vary for your desired course. The last day to register is March 7, and the mandatory race packet pickup will be on March 8 at 4 to 6 p.m. at the AMP Amphitheater in Garapan. For more information, you can contact Ed Diaz at 670-664-3210 or email ediaz@mymarianas.com.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
And for your KSPN weather report, tonight mostly cloudy with isolated showers, northeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, low 76 and a 20% chance of showers. Tomorrow is breezy, partly sunny with isolated showers, east winds 20 to 25 miles per hour, highs at the 83. For your marine forecast, fresh and strong winds will prevail through Thursday with a few near gale gusts expected. Sea conditions will remain above small craft advisory criteria through at least Friday. High pressure has built into the northwest Pacific, so the pressure gradient will remain tight with breezy conditions expected through Thursday. Also, a shear line is moving southward towards the Marianas with clouds and isolated showers. High tide will be at 11:04 a.m., followed by a low tide at 6:19 p.m. Sunrise will be at 6:42 a.m. and the sunset 6:20 p.m.